In this lab, we'll push and deploy images using the embedded hardware registry. First, we're going to install and configure the vSphere Docker credential helper. Logging into our SA CLI VM, make sure we're in the root directory. We'll download the vSphere Docker credential helper from our supervisor cluster. Unzip the vSphere Docker credential download bundle. Next, we'll create a new directory in etc docker certs.d that corresponds with our harbor IP address. We'll copy our ca.crt certificate file to this new directory. We'll restart Docker for these changes to take effect. We can log in using the docker credential vSphere login command followed by our harbor IP address. And we'll use the devops01 at vsphere.local credentials. Now that we're logged in, the first thing we'll do is tag our custom image we created in an earlier lab and tag it with the embedded harbor registry location. If we run a Docker images, we can see the image with the corresponding tag is listed. And we can upload this image to our harbor registry using the docker push command. Now let's open up a browser to our harbor instance and log in using the devops01 at vsphere.local credentials. A project is already created for the corresponding namespace. Click into the namespace name to see more details about the project. And clicking the Repositories tab, we can see the image that we just pushed to the harbor registry. Navigating back to our CLI VM, we have a YAML file prepared to deploy an image from our harbor instance. This deployment YAML uses an image location of our harbor image that we just pushed. It will also deploy a load balance service as part of the deployment. We'll use kubectl apply to apply this YAML file. The deployment is created and a load balance service is also created. We can obtain the external IP address of the load balancer using kubectl get services. If the IP address is not immediately visible, wait a few moments and rerun the kubectl get services command. With the IP address visible, we can open up a browser to this IP address to access our deployed image, which was deployed from the Harbor image repository. That concludes this lab.